Hello, beautiful bastard. The name is Wolf, and welcome to some Enshrouded. We're going to be doing something a little different today. It's going to be a base tour into some base building. So we'll do a little bit of a round around the starting base. This is my very first base that I built, and I'm going to spice it up a little bit. I recently on stream expanded the size, but as you can see, it's very bland still, needs a lot of detailing, and a lot more things that need to be built still have to be placed as well. I started a basic garden. I want to expand that. I also want to expand the working area, but I'm not sure how I want to do that. I'm even considering just ripping out this giant entry, well, this minor entry, and turning it into a big entry right at the front here, or maybe doing both and making a large deck. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to stay away from my bases in Valheim. I feel like it's a little cheeky to just try to carbon copy my bases in Valheim. But yes, we also started some storage right here. As you can see, plenty of storage that we can stack up. You might even be able to stack up to 3 times if you, or 4 times even, if you cut out the, well, the aesthetic layers, the shelves, if you will. As well as, I need a bedroom, because this, I don't know what this is, but this is not it, you know what I mean? So we're going to try to improve our starter build right now. But one of the things that I do want to do is I need more space right here, because as you can see, we are trying to make chamomile seedlings because we want chamomile tea, which is a nice 35-minute stamina buff, which is quite potent. So I want to do that, but I want to have more space so I can really buy or grow resources in bulk. So I'm going to add another one here. That's just going to be the first thing I'm going to add, and that should not take too long. Because if I have done my job correctly, and that's open for debate, admittedly, I should be able to show you some tricks with the rake that most people have been sleeping on. Now, I do have a middle point right here, which is very good. So I believe if I have... Let's see, let me actually correctly check this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Did I do that correctly? Because this is the middle point. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we have this right here. And I believe that connects exactly to where we want it to be. Yes, so we want this to go 1 back. Oh. We want this to go 1 back, because then I believe we have the range of where we want the dirt to be. All right. There's probably easier ways to do this, right? Like, I'm almost positive in assuming that there are better ways to do this. When it comes down to the dirt, though, this farm soil, I have found that the rake trick is probably one of the better ways to do it. So we're just going to put some soil down, hopefully without increasing the height. Now, we could expand it, but there's actually quite a lovely trick that allows you to save some resources as well, which I am going to try to show off as we are doing this building video right here. But yes, a lot of stone showing up. I like to start with putting down 1 dirt and then trying to facilitate a bit of a barrier. You don't have to do the barrier, man. You could just like make this an entirely large field, but I'm planning to separate what I'm growing into different sections so I can kind of keep like a kind of like a track record, like a pseudo track record of it, if that makes any sense. I like things to be segmented. I don't know, it's just a thing I enjoy. I'm sure some people can relate. All right, so let's see, does that look good? Does that make sense? Looks like it's a little, no, like it seems to cut into the dirt. We don't want that. All right, let me actually turn off the snapping, which is what the main issue is, and then we'll just put it here. Perfect, that looks a lot better. Now, it doesn't really matter too much if you're not lining it up correctly, or if there's holes in the lining, because we can always go back and fill it up with like singular blocks, right? Like, for example, there's like a block here that you can just switch to 1 and then see if you can get in there. Look at that, perfect. And you can start doing these little pillars as well. I was thinking about maybe putting lanterns on there. Not that one. Or some kind of light source. Or maybe used as a combination for a fence. I'm not sure. It really depends on how I'm going to do the rest of the environment. But I'm just slowly expanding, right? Like, this is a one-man base. I'm playing by myself. This is not a server. You could play with friends. You could play on servers as well. You do lose out on the benefit of being able to rest and skip nighttime, basically. But, nothing like a little light can't fix, right? So this looks pretty equal, right? So let's actually make this like that. Now the rake, especially if you have the scrappy rake, make sure you don't have the angle enabled, because otherwise you might find yourself in some trouble. I have made many holes in my base as a result. Make sure it's flat, then go over to the dirt section, and then you can just expand it, and it doesn't require farmland, which is really cool. You can just make these massive expansions on essentially one dirt block. And yes, it does work. And if you do notice that some of it is leaking, don't worry about it. We can fix that as well, which is what I'm going to be doing. I want to make sure that the grass is taken care of. As you can see. Alright, perfect. Alright, so one of the things the game allows you to do is carve into the world with blocks, which allows for very strong lines. So if you have, for example, have a wood block right here, you put it down, you delete it, it's gone. And then you can do it over here, and then you can do it over there, if you would want to. Okay. There we go. So let's see if there's anything here. Yep, there's a little bit of dirt there. As you can see, it disappeared. We actually have to add a block over there. There's a little bit of spillage over here. But maybe you like the spillage, right? Like it looks more natural. I did not flat the entire land as well, which is also part of the reason why it sometimes looks a little wonky. So we might want to fill that up, which luckily enough is not too problematic. Sometimes holes can also exist because because you're digging around and the support fails. But, you know, nothing too problematic. There we go. Look at that. Oh. And you can always press Y. Like if I do a couple of blocks right there, that's fine. I can just press Y, 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 and it goes back. I think you can do up to 5 times or so. So you have a lot of space that you can mess around with. Dismantle that rock. Perfect. So now we have a couple of spaces. Let's see if we can put some of those chamomiles down. Let's see. 21 seedlings. Perfect. Let's do some growing, shall we? Before we start working a bit more on the bedroom, which I would personally prefer. Okay. Not sure why the game slowed down there, but it happens. Alright. Switch to the lovely building blocks. You can snap the plants as well if you want to. Unfortunately, it does do it in sections. So as you can see, it ends up... Let's do a repot here. That, yeah, if you do end up doing that, you need to make sure that you can at least do 4. Which is why most people just try to, as you can see, you can do 4. Try to make it a little wider, or try to go a little more wild with it, without having to like make these brackets, these natural limitations. But as long as you can plant it, it seems to be working just fine. And there's plenty of space. We're not going to be able to run out. Now, I don't think planting things aesthetically is necessarily an evil we have to pursue. It can be. But yes, this will just naturally grow over time. We don't have to water it. We don't have to do anything. It just, time will take care of that. Do we have any other seedlings right now that we want to make sure happens? No. Okay, very good. Now, the unfortunate reality is that even though these magical boxes, like you have regular boxes and you have magic boxes allow you to craft things directly from the box itself. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with these building blocks, so you have to always carry those in your inventory if you want to use them, sadly. But every other material pretty much does function with it. We have some refined materials, we have some raw materials right here. Trying to find the correct box. Probably have to already start finding ways to upgrade my current box to facilitate that. But yes. Overall, a pretty good system. It is not necessarily my favorite thing that we have to build these magic boxes to facilitate what most people give, or what most of these type of games give you automatically, like Valheim. But I understand that they want to give some fraction because everything else is so incredible, right? Like the building is so good. An undo button in building, I still can't believe it, you know? So let's actually pick up the light here. Let's pick up the nightstand. Let's pick up the bed. Let's pick up the rug. Let's pick up the fireplace. No, I don't want to cook. I'm not hungry. Not yet. Let's pick up. So I want to turn this corner, or this nook of the house, into kind of like a livable space, right? We have our storage and NPCs over here. We will change that in the future. I'm kind of hesitant to start building excessively here because I'm not sure if I want to make this wall into an entry and close this off, or keep it and then make a large deck like I said at the beginning, which could be kind of cool. And the idea is growing on me. Things are already lined up, so we could just make like a large deck around here, and then we can make all the NPCs have their own little working corners or stations, like this, but perhaps on a higher floor. That would be kind of cool. But yes, I'm not so sure yet. Let me know what you guys think. I'm also contemplating to maybe go underground. That'd be cool. Maybe I could hollow this entire ground out and build myself into a bit of a sky castle if I'm willing to dig very deep. But I'm not sure if the game supports that kind of shenanigans. But yes, I have two ideas right here. I can either turn this into a closed off room and make it a proper bedroom, or I can try to make it a leveled space. So I'm just kind of going with it and see what I can do. All right, let's go into build mode. Let's get some wood. Now, all of the blocks that we are using are very basic blocks. I have some additional blocks unlocked, but apparently if you want to find different crafting blocks, perhaps even better looking blocks, you have to discover those, and I have not been lucky. I found one that was like kind of like a Germanic, like an old Germanic village kind of one, which is like kind of cool, but I think that's more like traditional for European houses, and I'm going more with like a longhouse kind of vibe. So as you can see, we kind of messed up here. We can go back 5 times if we wanted to. Yeah, the one thing that we have to consider with wood panels is that if we clip them too close to the wall, as you can see right here, sometimes they kind of poke through. That's not too bad. Stone doesn't have that, but it is what it is. Alright, let me actually go back in. Awesome. So yeah, I could make this like a little loft. Kind of like a loft space, maybe. Let's click this up here. Perfect. Very nice. And then I can put a ladder down here. Oh, look at that. I made a massive mistake. Yeah, if you are trying to not go with clipping on, it does do that sometimes. But luckily enough, you have an undo button. Can you imagine if you had to deal with that without the undo button? But yes. So we have this. Now I could push it further if I wanted to. Make it like a proper like chill space. And then I can either decide to maybe bevel this with stone. Or I could maybe make a bedroom down here. That could be kind of cool. Or just prolong my storage space, or maybe do something with that. Or I can make a bedroom up there. I can also perhaps then just do like a staircase right here. That could be interesting. That's not really comfortable. You would bump your head quite badly, I would argue. Let's see. I think a staircase would have to be somewhere over there. That's a little nicer. Still problematic. Or maybe it's not the bedroom at all. Maybe it's just some personal storage space, like armor and such. Like the valuables. Because we could make a pillar right here. Could make a pillar right there. And then I believe we do have a ladder somewhere. Otherwise we can make one. Yeah, we do have a ladder. Maybe that's better. We can do this. Let's just... And then we can just get up there and have all kinds of stuff set up here that may not be... That is necessary to be stored, but necessarily not needed to continuously be accessed. So maybe you can have some storage right here that doesn't need magical storage, and you can just do your valuables or like gear and such. Maybe that's a good idea, which gives us an kind of like a comfy space down at the bottom here with the windows to make ourselves like a nice little bedroom. That could be cool. Let's see. Where do I want the bed if I do want to do that though? Because I had it in the corner right here. The idea of having a bed like this near a window, it terrifies me. Can you imagine having a bed near a window like that? You would just get dragged out of your window. That doesn't seem like a comfortable thing to happen. But yes, as you can also already tell, there is a bit of an issue right here when it comes down to the wall. So maybe we have to, if it doesn't work with you, try to make it work for you. So let's see if we can build a bit of a pseudo wall. Let's see. Maybe try something a little shorter. Now you can do it by a 1x1 block, so you can do literally whatever the hell you want. Like a door frame? Oh, what is that? This is considered a wall, so maybe it's just something like this. I kind of want to have it be inside the wall if I can have it, but no, that's not what I like. So it would have to be then maybe we have to do something like that over here. I'm assuming it's going to clip massively. Yeah, a little bit. Not too big of a fan of it. Okay. Let's see if we can make it function right here. There we go. That seems to be doing the trick to some extent. Let's go for a small block. Because, yeah, you can just always do it manually if it doesn't work the way you would want to. And that's perfectly fine. So maybe we can actually... let's see. This looks a little wonky, doesn't it? Something weird going on here. Ah, it's not completely finished. That would explain it. There we go. And then, in theory, what we could do, if we're feeling particularly frisky, is we could enhance this further. Let's actually make sure that it doesn't clip. It clips a little, but not too bad. You could use a different block here, which should take care of the actual clipping aspect. Okay. And then let's see. Let's go down here one. Okay. Okay, we could do a window right here. A window inside of a house. Does anybody have that? I don't think I've ever seen it. Well, I suppose all windows are technically inside of a house, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, so we actually want to... I wonder if I could use stone to detail this side. Because I am noticing that I overdid it over there. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe the secret sauce is to simply use stone to connect it to the outside world. Maybe that's the trick. But for now, I think I'll just use a slightly different panel. Just to speed things up a little bit. There you go. And as you can see, it just starts immediately adding things together. It is very dark right now in here. So let's actually make some light as well. Might actually have to... Oh, no, wait. I have a light. I just don't Yeah, see, I do have it. I just haven't put my nightstand down. So we're just going to put it over here just to get some light. Oh, that is not a lot of light. It is a proper night light. Barely functional. Let's just put a bed down then. And use the secret power of 60 time night speed. As you can see in the top left, it's like just a lovely night speed right there. Alright, look at... Maybe this is nice. Maybe I just accidentally found the right bed space for me. I think so. Cool. Let me actually make sure that it's proper in the corner. Yep, there you go. Look at that. And then we can have like some boxes over here, maybe for our gear after all. I'm not sure what we're going to do on the top there then, but it is what it is. Or maybe that's just like additional bedrooms if you have like server space. It could be cool. I do want to build a couple of things though, because we had that rug as well. Can you imagine having to wake up and stand on top of cold stone? I wonder if I could actually... Can I build the bed on top of the rug? Yes. Yes, I can. So maybe we should make a bunch of fur rugs. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Doors, windows, staff, chairs, benches, illumination. Not a lot of stuff. Yeah, you do want to kind of explore decorating quite a bit for the simple sake of... let's see. Bunch of carpets? Yeah, there you go. For the simple sake of like the comfort levels that certain items might give you, +1 comfort, for example, right? So. Let's pick this up. Okay. Guess you can kind of mix and match this to make it look slightly more natural. I suppose you could also just turn snapping off and then just rotate it. And then most of the pattern right there will be hidden. There you go. Don't like the way this necessarily looks. So let's actually rotate this. You know, get something like that. So we'll do one of these. Kind of looks more like hay at this point, doesn't it? I do want to put one like this, because that way I can put my nightstand down. There you go. Oh, I put it backwards. All right. Let's rotate. There's the handle. Okay, put it over there. I think one of the tricks as well to making things look natural is like let them be slightly set ajar. I think that's fine. Cannot build here. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. We'll keep that around. Let's see, what is our comfort level? Level 9 right now. So we have a little light here. We can put a chest over here if we wanted to. Because right now I've got my chest with gear right over there. Let's take this all. Take up the chest. And then I guess we can put the chest over there, or maybe put it over here. Use snapping again. And then we'll just dump all our important gear in there. Very good. That works. And then we have like a little space for our gear. Definitely want to maybe make that a diagonal once we get some more building pieces. Could close this up as well if I wanted to. I wonder if I maybe want to make a fire, like a proper hearth. Do I want to put it over here? I don't think I've ever seen a fireplace next to windows before, but I suppose I could do that. Although I think it might be looking better over here if I wanted to. Because then I could make it a couch and a bench and all that stuff, you know. Make it almost like a studio type of situation. Which studio has a hearth? A fireplace. I don't know. I know studios that are fire hazards. I think for now, though, I want to do it like here. Because then I believe... Yeah, the warmth is considered... I'm not sure what the actual radius is of the warmth. Yeah, see, there's a radius. So if I do it over there, it doesn't quite count. But yes. Looks like that is functional. So it already looks a little bit more comfortable. A little bit more comfortable than we had before. But yeah, we also probably want to make some additional furniture. Although I probably shouldn't make furniture yet, right? Like, what's the point of making all this furniture right now? Crude wooden side table. Ooh, yes, let's actually make one of those. And we'll also make one of those. The side table might actually be quite good for this. Let's take all of that. Pick that up. Alright, where's my side table? Did I not make the side table? Pretty sure I made a side table. I guess I didn't. Really thought I did. My bad. Side table. Oh, I pinned it. Close enough. But yeah, like you can make like a nice eating space here as well. You could have, I guess, oh, that would be lovely, like in terms of aesthetic. Make a bunch of eating space at the bottom here, as opposed to a bedroom. Make the bedroom on top. Oh, that probably would be better. See, I'm constantly switching my ideas. It's never a good idea to do that. But yeah, let's rotate this. And then we can... yeah, that's fine, I guess. Let's do that. Suppose I could also do a bit of a rug there, and then we can just put the box on top, I believe. Look at that. Like a little vault of valuables. Very good. And then we'll put all the good stuff in there. Yep. Not that. That's my permanent spell. Definitely those and that. Perfect. Oh, look. Ourselves a little vault right there. A little valuable. I guess for now I can also put the table right here if I wanted to. Like a desk, like kind of like a, you know, office desk type of thing. I actually don't know. Guess I'll just do it over here for now. Does that count? I don't think it counts, sadly. The table, however, did consider... Oh wait, now my comfort level is... Oh no, there it is. Comfort level 10. My comfort level went up, which means my rested buff stays longer. So yeah, we are in the very early stages of making things comfy. I'm actually thinking about making the bedroom upstairs anyway, so we can make like a nice eating space here, which also would imply some storage for food, which then I can then put next to the cooking supplies, which means we have a dedicated crafting space for cooking and all our growing operations and such. Speaking of growing, yeah, they're on their way. As you can see, they are on their way to being almost being done already. And luckily enough, you get 5 seedlings per plant, so you can just keep that up permanently, which is really, really nice. Because they have the crafting thing that she has is the endurance chamomile tea. For water and a chamomile, you end up getting chamomile tea, which is 2 endurance and 5 health regeneration for 35 minutes, which is very, very lovely. But yes, I think I'm going to cut the video here. It's getting a little long, but as you can see, I can just do this forever. So, let me know what you guys think on the top here. Should I do the bedroom on top? Or should I make the bedroom like a more exclusive storage and then just a bedroom, studio, apartment at the bottom? Or should I just split it up, bedrooms at the top, food stuff at the bottom, go from there? Of course, we're going to do more storage. And I'm thinking, yeah, that this big deck over here that we can draw from one side to the other is definitely growing on me. I might have to turn this little cliffside here into a more flatter piece of land, but yes, it is growing on me. Let me know what you guys think. What would you do? But thank you so much for this unconventional video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Hit the like button too. Leave a comment, and we'll see you guys next time. I'm out.